ahead.
Better turn my phone down too. Nobody ever calls me except for when it matters. That's only he's telling me we got solid, so phones will ring this morning. I'm sure. I know Sandy's has.
I've only gotten a handful of cases so far, but I won't get most of them until there's an appearance next Monday.
I talked to Mike. He's working on something. Might be the one here. I had to get the bacon out of my teeth.
Is that this morning?
No. I talked to Gabe there on a couple of this morning.
Oh,
I have to go back to my roll because Tiny bought rolls this morning. Well, they can't turn that down. No, they box it up for me. It's gotta be 9 o'clock now.
The longest
It
minute.
is. 9 o'clock somewhere. Say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Make a motion to approve the minutes and agenda.
Second that.
That motion from Jen Ford and a second from Stensford to approve the minutes and agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Scott is not here. There he is.
Hey,
Morning, Scott.
morning. Pretty short agenda today.
And you're part of it. So welcome.
Thank you.
Can we push open forum up with
Sure, I'll give you that. You had something to say?
saying this publicly? I apologize for what happened last Tuesday for the county. And I really want to apologize to you for 3 weeks ago. I let frustrations get to me, and it was kind of out of my character going that strong. So I apologize to you and your wife. Like I say, it was totally uncalled for. I think I can say it won't happen again.
Appreciate that.
All right, we'll go back to number 2. Scott Meiners, engineer, will discuss secondary road matters.
Just an update on our bridge projects. I can't remember where we left it, but they've been substantially complete over at the Robinson Bridge, and they've moved up to the bridge by Grace Branstead, and they have bridge torn out and the runaround dug, so they're kind of probably touching that up today and trying to make sure everything's not washing away, and try to get the bottom in sometime soon. They have box culvert pieces coming today to set off to the side and hopefully get some pieces in by, I don't know, the forecast looks pretty rainy for the week, so I don't know what we'll get done, but
Might be hit and miss.
might be. So anyway, that project's going pretty well, hoping to get it done before they have any liquidated damages to worry about here, so that's going well.
Did you get any report on what that hole was?
I guess I don't know, I think it was maybe a box culvert under the road that was sucking, I'm not sure.
Wooden one,
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
This is south of Ted Johnson.
Oh, there
There's
is.
a hole in the road that Urban Olson fell into.
Oh, no kidding.
So he called a meeting.
Yeah. So yeah, we got a barricade out there yesterday.
Let's pick up.
This pickup, yeah, he could back out, but he was, yeah, a little bit back out. So he wanted to make sure nobody else went in.
Yeah, so we got a light on it yesterday, and then we'll get her kind of touched up for now and see what the actual problem is, and put it on the list of whatever to fix if it's something that needs to be replaced. Those old wood box culverts, they last longer than I would have expected, but
Whatever became of that one by Mitch Thorson, I don't know if it was a year ago or more,
I'm not sure where he lives.
It'd be, north of Highway 9, so it'd be it'd be 430th.
Exactly 1 mile north and about 3/4 mile west, east.
On 69 and then go east. So it's 430th east of 69.
Oh, we got that one.
Patched it.
The half mile east of Highway 9, Highway 69. That one's on the list for this year's replacement.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of those smaller box, 8x5 box
Yeah.
that we got to do this fall, summer, fall. So,
All right. At least I know when he asked me.
yeah, at least was the one that if we're talking about the same place anyway.
Yeah.
Just north of the maintenance shed. On right blacktop there, there's a little flag inside the road and a hole appearing in the blacktop. Is that, something you guys must be aware of? Somebody stuck a flag next to it anyway.
Okay, we may be aware of it, but I'm not personally.
All right.
Brake black, I mean R20.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's just several hundred yards north of the maintenance shed in the southbound lane.
Road or the shoulder.
It's right in the road spot. I don't know whether there's like a gopher hole underneath there and it just starting to cave in, or there's a hole about that big, I would say, appearing in the blacktop.
What size of flag was in it? Just a tile
Just a
flag?
little red or orange tile flag next to it, kinda. That wasn't much of a flag.
Okay.
I've got a farm.
Doesn't sound like something you guys.
No, seems we need to address that immediately, it sounds like.
I drive around with my son.
Okay. Well, when you drive around it with your semi, please call us if you see those things.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Not that it would just be a little bump unless, of course, it fell in.
Well, you never know. A lot of those holes have,
Something.
much bigger holes underneath.
Did you have a chance to look at 160th north of, what's that blacktop that goes straight off the 5 mile curve?
Yeah, it goes to the church there and going north off the curve, the 5 mile curve, West of Lake Mills.
No, this is the next mile west of that.
160th. Is that the one you texted me about?
Yeah.
Maybe I looked at the wrong one.
Okay.
That 170th wasn't in very good shape
Quite a few
either.
people that live on that road and access that road that have been concerned about it.
I left,
Rock on it.
relayed the message, but I'll follow up on it.
Maybe I described it incorrectly.
I'll double check that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people concerned about the road, but it's all of it.
Yeah, you can chase them for.
City streets too, and I'm amazed that it rains and how it seems like it's starting to get better and then it gets,
Yeah,
Worse
especially
again.
Buffalo Center has a lot of gravel roads in their town.
the south, down by my dad's area, almost impassable again with the rain.
Yeah, we got, like I said, box culvert pieces coming to that bridge, and we've had to spread some rock just to get them there.
Mhm.
Another case that was brought up to me yesterday, and I haven't looked at it personally. I remember seeing something about it when I drove by once off the church. It's west of Leland, when you curve, this, when you curve to go to the church. As you go west of Leland and it curves north, I think the outside of the curve, almost near their driveway, something had washed out there.
Those curves there are prone to bad erosion. The field's higher than the road, and it comes washing through there
Sounds
pretty
like
bad.
the maintenance guy hasn't, the maintainer hasn't done anything about, the outer part of that. I don't know.
Okay. The north curve or the south curve?
The south one. I apologize for not going out and looking at it myself now, but I've seen it before.
Yeah, that's what I found. Some of these, if I swing by them on my way out to the bridge or whatever, we can kind of nip them in the butt a little bit sometimes if they're not too big of an issue. Anything else?
Okay, take this with you down to the office?
Sure, thank you.
Consider for approval resolution approving conversion from level B to A, west side Linden Township, section 25.
Yep, so last week we talked about level B road on the west side of section 25 in Linden Township, near Kirk Helms. And I presented some background information to you guys. The summary of it was that we recommended against it, basically on the reasons of, as a systematic approach, we're trying to retain our level B system as is so that we don't stretch our resources any further and we're able to focus on level A roads. So that was the gist of the recommendation, but here's the resolution to switch it to level A. As I mentioned, in this case, the road's been upgraded by the wind farm, and so there wouldn't be any cost to the residents out there, as would be on a different case where level B would be more typical, very thin gravel road that hasn't gotten a lot of rock over the years.
This road, do you use it every day?
Yes.
And as I mentioned, our biggest concern for this would be the snow removal. Would be a bit of a tricky mile to get through when we got tall banks out there.
The two acreages out there, they actually are, well, one of them's on it, but south of the road, and the other one is not on it, but you can't get any closer. I mean, he has another driveway going to the east-west road.
It's on it, but not reliant completely.
No, I mean, it does have other avenues to take, but it would be by far the most convenient one for him. But, I guess I'll make a motion to approve the resolution approving the conversion from level B to level A, west side, Linden Township, section 25. Do we need to have the street number on there? Is it on here?
It's in part of the resolution there, I think, first part.
110th. Yeah.
Okay. I can second that motion. Motion from Jens Vold and a second from Derby to approve the resolution approving conversion from level B to A, west side Linden Township, section 25, or better known as 110th. Any further discussion?
Yeah, I just thought of this while you were making the motion. Is some of your concern a precedent, making a precedent? Didn't that enter in?
It seems though we've had pretty consistent policy on this up until this point. As I mentioned, some have gone back and forth, but there's been very few changes in the last 9 or 10 years.
The precedent is kind of being set in a sense, but this one here has just a much higher amount of traffic.
Oh, yeah, there's always an exception to the rule.
Yeah,
There always is.
So it's not going to be easy to sway my mind on a lot of others as far as this one here. Just
That answers it.
Okay, no further discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. All right.
If I could jump back
Thank you.
to Terry
Have a good day.
on to my prior item.
Oh, okay, sure. Number 2.
And in kind of light of this level B discussion, I did get a letter from, there's 3 copies of the same, from Mitch Baum, who you've maybe met on some of these hog building developments. He asked me, what our policy was on level Bs, because we've had, some instances where they've been built on level Bs and maybe we haven't done enough to prepare them, knowing that it will always be a level B and they're responsible for some maintenance on those.
Have they even built this one yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, as I say, that's one that's relatively new if it is built.
Yeah.
I got near there this spring home.
think in general, Mike, I think they sell them to Christensen Farms after development, or it seems as that's the case in some of them. But anyway, I kind of told him what our policy was, what the criteria was, and he said, well, I'd like to push it a little further. So I gave you the mile there that he was requesting for, and he said, give me an estimate for upgrading the road. I didn't know if that was real necessary, if the board was gonna stick to.
Well, I think we've stuck to our guns on the ball field.
You know, and this year, I mean, they have livestock at these other locations, but they also have, vast amounts of grain that wasn't just said 400,000 bushels coming out of there every year between the two of them. And, it'd be much better to have tearing up one gravel road than two, and then this one sounds like it's probably in better shape than the ones they have been driving on, so. Yeah, maybe it'd be such a thing that, we could upgrade it to a level A for them, as long as they're willing to pay the extra cost of like the snow removal and stuff like that. That way we'd be removing the snow for them.
How do you?
Is there any way to special levy, something like that?
No way to.
Probably a way to do assessments for road improvements, but I mean, if they're paying us to do it, what's the difference does it have them pay to have somebody else do
Well,
it?
they're gonna do it themselves, yeah, that's true. Probably do it themselves cheaper.
Yeah, in this case, it's similar to a lot of the roads that are on the haul route map for the wind turbines. They gave us upgrade recommendations, and the roads that look like this, they're doing like a full depth cement stabilization and 4 inches of rock on top. I hate to guess what that would cost for a whole mile, but I would think it'd be similar to what we would need to do. So before I put the, formal estimate together, I wanted just to feel you guys out, because I think that this fits a lot. This is the same kind of road as a lot of them through the county that, like I said, Mike, he felt pretty firm on, so.
Yeah,
I guess I'd be negative towards it myself.
yeah.
You probably know more about the site and what else is around there. It seems like it's not really a through road as far as traffic for farm to market or.
There's a few level Bs strung together there.
I think this one has much different characteristics than the one we just approved.
And if I remember right, it's, for level B, it's in pretty decent shape, if I remember right. The only thing would be their snow removal, I guess.
Until they put their truck traffic on.
Well, yeah.
Well, they chose the site knowing it was a level B. So.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're all three in.
Okay, I'll just respond with a message that says the board's not interested in considering.
Meet the certain criteria we look for.
Can do. Carla, did you want to keep that?
Yeah, if you got an extra one, I
I
appreciate it.
think it's, I'll take one back if I could. I think I just took copies.
Yeah.
All right. So are you finished then?
Mm-hmm, thank you.
All right. All right.
This is Kristen.
Did you need this, Scott, a resolution?
We're ready for you, Chris.
Could you,
Okay, thanks.
could you hand that around for signatures quick?
Oh, do we all get to sign it?
No, just Terry and Carla. Two identical copies, one for you. I'll sign one for you.
Good morning. Do you have anything for us this morning on drainage? Nothing further on cleaning up by the river or?
Nope, nobody's, nope.
Other than she sent out 500 drainage letters and then nothing on them.
Yep, see ya.
John, I was trying to call me, but
Yeah,
Misunderstanding.
I had a few other calls. You had quite a few.
That was the 311.
Oh, there's many districts.
Okay.
All the ones that are gonna be on June 25th meeting,
Oh,
all the letters went out last week. So,
thanks for the update.
Yeah.
Do you know if somebody has been digging on that, I don't know what it's called now, the lat 4 sub 1,
I don't know
that
that.
one that goes up to Ron Peterson's? Has anybody been digging past Horns there?
Not to my knowledge.
He said he's having lots of flooding on the ditch, or in his basement, and
Oh, yeah, he called, but I don't know.
Who's in play?
Huh?
Who's in?
That horn, yeah.
And I looked, I didn't see any spots that had been dug up by his place, so to me,
I'm not sure what's happening there.
I think there's probably some problems with that tile, but
Right.
we should probably discuss that with the people involved,
Yeah,
see.
Yeah.
There's a lot of water sitting around there.
yeah, I feel bad for him. I don't know his situation, if he's ever had water or not.
I truly believe it's coming from upper areas, coming down and backing up to his,
Yep.
because it's not big enough, and they all rejected the idea of an improvement.
Right. So, but if Ron does that private project, will that help Mr. Horn?
No,
Oh,
because he's being affected, it'll help him.
Mm-hmm.
It
Does it back up to him?
wouldn't it? It would help it drain.
Some, but the pressures from
They
the
won't be
higher
getting,
ground.
yeah, but they won't be getting Ron's water.
He's still,
It's the elevated parcels that are doing it.
he's getting everybody else's water, and if you're making it, it'll get rid of it a little quicker, I guess, but he's still gonna get the water.
He indicated that if he does go the other direction, he's gonna cut it and plug it so that it doesn't back up to him.
Can he do that?
I guess he'd have to get permission.
I'm
No, I
guessing
think
he,
it only goes to his fence.
but is it the county tile? Because we don't want him to just cut the county tile.
No, I mean as in to his private tile.
Oh,
I don't think
gotcha,
it crosses the fence. I
Okay.
think he's gonna disconnect from it and cap it,
gotcha, I
so it
see.
doesn't back up.
His own stuff, yeah.
Doesn't mean it doesn't come up into the neighbor's parcel and flow across the fence, but
Right.
usually the fence line will stop that.
Yeah.
Because there was still a fence there.
Well, I would hope that in the next couple weeks, if you guys get calls on stuff, that you'll make a petition and then let Carla know so she has record of it. Would be fantastic. So when I get back, I know what's kind of going on.
That was the
Or
one-
not.
That was.
I can
one
be out of
was
the loop.
I just remember, I'm the one who trained her, so
Right.
I do know.
Right? She does know what's going on, so
questioning. She'll have to now.
she does.
I don't think I had anything else.
I don't have anything.
Okay. All right, well, thanks.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Open forum.
Maybe those.
Anything else for open forum, anyone? Hearing none, we'll move on to consider for approval payroll claims. Are either of you two interested in the historical documents? Open forum. Forgot to show it to Scott, but Highway 9 didn't used to go through Leland. When it was a gravel road
Really?
before they actually paved it here.
And 69 was called Highway
They
15.
went up to the bulk plant, went 2 miles west, and then went north past the Westbury Church up to what is now 9 and went west.
This is 9 down here too?
Actually, it's 15 down there. 9
Oh, yeah.
came in from the east to Forest City like it always has.
Okay.
It went 2 miles north of Forest City, 2 miles west, and then went north. The two roads split.
Well, that's right through Amberson's water. That's weird.
And they're all gravel.
And 69 back in the 20s was called 15 until they designated it a US highway. So I was gonna show that to Scott. all my church people want that paved.
And they moved 15 over here, going through Armstrong.
Right, well, they
So,
did it used to be 16 over here, they just kind of redid the numbering system. I've got the full plan with the whole map too.
Where'd you find this?
DOT website, historical maps.
Oh, okay.
You can go back into the 20s, 30s,
Over
whatever.
there.
But I was looking for that, I have another historical document that has the route from Ames to Hackensack. And it tells you how to get there through Vinci.
Oh, no kidding.
And in that, it was before the road was paved to Vinci. And it says you were supposed to go, and it's not real accurate because it says you go up 69, 88 miles until you get to that 9 corner. You go west a half a mile and then go straight north. Well, it's actually a mile to get to that road I used to live on. This took you all the way up to the Vinci Blacktop and went to Scarville. So I was looking for that to see how accurate it was back in the day.
I would guess that everything went through Vinci at one point.
Well, I think so.
You know Vinci is, I assume.
You said that was 1969?
What?
No.
No, in the 60s.
Oh.
This was in the 20s.
Oh.
In the 30s, the map changed.
The Metropolis of Vinci, you don't know where that's at?
No?
Gotta go have a burger there sometime.
Yeah, you really do. It's,
The restaurant bar is about the only, there's a couple of houses too.
See, that was one of the main stops for gas too. We used to have a gas station there.
Yeah.
They took the pumps out years ago. I don't want anybody to, in any way, shape, or form, think this is an advertisement for Vinci. But the name is Public Road.
the proceeding was brought to you by
Yeah.
Vinci.
And Clem Nelson had the store, that was a hopping store.
Yeah, and even before him, have you been up there lately to see the document on the wall that says all these different owners when they had their centennial? There's a document that shows all the different owners. There was quite a few oldies over the years.
You said you were band ready for votes because there's people in that area.
That I might guess so.
Yeah, so you're okay. Mom could have been making that advertisement, there might have been problems.
I saw you put the trees down, and I said it 3 days.
It was a dead quiet.
Was dead quiet, really. Have you been there, Terry, just out of curiosity?
I was there once.
Okay.
I was volunteering at Families of the Fallen booth.
Oh, okay. Yes, as I walked by, taking mental pictures, I do remember you there. Sorry.
Dinning.
Between all the interviews we were doing backstage and talking with the Treetown Country Thunder officials, I say Treetown officials, I'm sorry, my mind was scrambled eggs. And then even when I was doing the Memorial Day down at the Civic Odd, I was still thinking, who do I have to interview today? So, yeah. I would have stopped and said hello, but it was...
Those my band-aids are getting smaller.
It's lovely.
Because if I make them too long at the original width, I can't bend it.
Well, I did notice your cast was gone, or
Yeah.
whatever that
Well, they
was.
said when I walk, I should probably have it.
In case you whack your hand on something.
No, I've got enough mobility now. It does go all the way straight sometimes, you know, it will almost touch here, so.
It looks a little swollen yet.
Oh, yeah, that's because I'm trying to work it.
That looked like my pinkies, they go straight in there.
I think it's in my genetics. That makes it a perfect politician.
Could be, might be what does it. Yeah. I don't know if it was broke or whether it was dislocated, either way, I straightened it out myself and made splints out of two popsicle sticks. I was out in California, walk in the emergency room, it was gonna cost me $750, and I'm like, nah.
That was back then.
Yeah, no, yeah, that was back a long time ago. 30 years ago.
Pleasantly surprised when I saw the bill up and me for my x-ray. It's like $43.
Oh, really?
I was on thinking, the rest of it can't be too bad. You're right.
Depends on where they applied your deductible.
I'm talking about the 43 was total.
Oh,
I only had to pay a small portion of that.
You can get an x-ray for that.
I didn't know you could afford to have somebody ask you.
Well, you're probably 2 years out of pocket. That's probably right.
Yeah, no, that was the start of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, there was out of pocket involved with that. But it's just the cost, the actual cost of the x-ray was cheap, in my opinion. And that is no advertisement for, so I didn't know this shit.
You get your plugs in today.
I didn't say where I went, Alfred,
Yeah. Well, you're gonna get it out there sooner or later, so you just supposed to stay.
The world is dying to know, Terry.
Inquiring minds wanna know.
That too, meeny, miny, moe, and Albert Lee.
Oh.
Good thing you didn't finish that one.
Here come the cards and letters now, I can already tell you.
That was just briefly there. Yeah.
Got a little carried away cleaning my coffee pot the other day and had my brush inside of it and busted the pot, so I got a new coffee maker. I don't know if I can drink it yet. I just think it's so darn hot. Yeah, just little steps.
Do we have a motion yet?
I'll make a motion to approve the payroll claims.
Second.
A motion from Jensvold and a second from Stentrud to approve the payroll claims. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Stand adjourned.
Should be a coffee. You still hauling?
Yes, the whole corn. I might have done, I'm not done hauling fertilizer yet. Just we haven't been able to get in